everybody, this is Wavetune and welcome to Wavetune Weekly number 5. This week we have 2 Geometry Dash levels plus some Flappy Golf 2 daily races. We'll start with the Geometry Dash levels, so without further ado, let's get into it. To be honest, I don't really need to say the name of the level and who created it because it's just being written there in the level. But I'll say anyway, this level is called For You by Nicki1202. It's a very easy level that focuses mainly on looks rather than gameplay. Nicki1202 wrote in the description, simple art level, but it looks absolutely amazing. The backgrounds are detailed and perfect. If you look at the background near the top of the screen now, you can kind of see a star sign being created and disappearing. I love the kind of typewriting effect in this level. The planet background is so insanely detailed here, it's absolutely amazing. The music sync in this part isn't bad either. And as I'm able to say for quite a few levels, what a way to end. So this other level I have is called What the F by Serponge, and it's an auto, and Serponge is such an amazing creator, it must be good. And the craziest thing is this level actually got top of the Hall of Fame. This is not unusual for Serponge levels, but for a level named in this way, and with a description of a very experimental level, I'd say it's quite a surprise. And just before we do play the level, I'll just say for those who don't play Geometry Dash and don't know, this level is an auto, which means that it kind of plays itself, so I'm not tapping anything in the actual game. But anyway, now you know that, let's play the level. This animation is already amazing, very Serponge-like. And when you consider that this level is an extra long level, it makes it all the more amazing. These dots that start to appear and rotate around the icon are absolutely incredible. Just look how detailed the trees to the right and left of the flowing animation are. This is one of my favourite animations in any Geometry Dash level, with the snow falling, or rain, and the kind of splashes on the surface at the bottom. The storm clouds kind of in the sky and foreground are amazing. They really convey the feeling of storm and wind. And now the end of the level. To be honest, I think it's quite rash actually, but for some reason Serponge can make anything look really cool. I think most of us can agree that that was absolutely amazing, but that's not the craziest thing about this level. First of all, notice how much the downloads and likes have changed within one single day. But that's not the craziest thing. The craziest thing is that when I copy this level into my editor, that means that it's exactly the same, and then I look at the stats and I see this. There are only 12,763 objects in this level, and that might seem like a lot to you, but just to give you a comparison, yesterday What the F was top of the Hall of Fame, but today it's been overtaken by a level called Hexaforce by Osiris GD. And when I copy this level into the editor, just look how many objects it has. Yup, that's right, 64,299 objects. And it's almost a minute shorter than Serponge's level. And this amount, 64,000 or so, is, I would say, about normal for a level to top the Hall of Fame. 12,000 is just insane. Anyway, that's it for Geometry Dash this week. Now it's time for some Flappy Golf 2 daily races. I won't show every attempt because then it will be way too long, but I'll try and show the best ones. So this first race was in a map with lasers, which I really don't like personally because as you can see, when you hit a laser, you have to restart. Just like if you get in water or acid. So I wasn't doing amazingly well this first go, but then again, it was a first go. Another thing I don't really like about this map is that the hole that you have to hit is kind of floating in the middle of nowhere, so there's no green which you can hit, and that caused me some trouble. As you could see there, I would have been first, but I completely missed the hole and ended up having to restart. Last attempt out of the 3 ones, this was a really close one. I would have come first but missed the hole by a tiny bit and ended up coming second. Last attempt now, but I won't spoil it for you, just watch it. Well, that was quite a solid win there. On to the next race. Again, I don't want to spoil it, but this was a very quick, lucky and easy race. First attempt is quite a rare occasion, especially on the second day. Anyway, next race. As soon as I saw this map, I was really annoyed because it has probably the 2 things that I most hate in Flappy Golf 2, which are 1, acid, and 2, small gaps, which you need to get through kind of without hitting either side. And as it was the 3rd day, it was with really quite hard opponents. I would have been annoyed even if it was on the 1st day, but on the 3rd day, it was so much worse. So I'll just put a little compilation of fails and near successes. This second attempt here was probably the most annoying for me because I got through the acid without a hitch and might well have won the race if I hadn't fallen in to the water hazard afterwards and came last because of that. There are so many places it's really easy to die in this map.
Nope.
Anyway, that is it for this week's episode of Wavetune Weekly. I hope you've enjoyed it and we'll come back next week for more. But until then, I will see you next time.